If you've ever felt invisible while giving everything to everyone, stop scrolling right now. This story is about you, and if it hits, subscribe because this channel is for people who feel deeply but are tired of being taken lightly. He used to wake up every morning with the same quiet panic in his chest, the fear that if he didn't chase people, he would disappear completely. So he chased texts that were answered hours later. Friendships that only worked when he made the effort. Love that felt like begging dressed up as loyalty. And he told himself this was what being good looked like. This was what being kind required. But kindness slowly turned into self-erasure, and no one noticed because he smiled well and stayed silent better. The twist wasn't sudden. It crept in on an ordinary night when he realized no one asked how he was anymore, not because they were cruel, but because he had trained them not to, trained them to expect his presence without his needs, his energy without his exhaustion, his loyalty without rest. That night something aggressive and uncomfortable rose inside him, not anger at others, but rage at himself for running until his lungs burned just to be tolerated. So he stopped, not dramatically, not with speeches or goodbyes. He simply paused, and in that pause people kept walking. Some didn't notice, some felt offended. A few tried to pull him back, not because they missed him, but because his absence exposed how much they took. The loneliness hit hard at first, harder than the chasing ever did, because silence is louder when you stop distracting yourself with approval. And there were nights he almost went back, almost sent the message, almost apologized for not being available enough. But here's the psychological shift each time he didn't chase. He felt a strange, terrifying relief, like finally dropping a weight he forgot he was carrying. He learned that attention given freely feels different from attention earned through exhaustion, and slowly, painfully, he noticed something else. The people who stayed were quieter, fewer, but real. They didn't need convincing. They didn't punish his silence. They didn't mistake his boundaries for arrogance. The biggest twist was discovering who he became when no one was watching, stronger, sharper, calmer, less desperate to be chosen, and more selective about who deserved access. He stopped explaining himself, stopped proving his worth, stopped confusing effort with love, and the world didn't end. In fact, it got smaller, clearer, more honest. The moral is simple but brutal. When you stop chasing everyone, you don't lose people, you lose illusions. And what remains is either genuine connection or necessary solitude. Chasing teaches others that your value is flexible. Stillness teaches them it's fixed. And the quiet power of walking away without bitterness is this: you finally meet yourself, and for the first time you're enough without running after anyone.